Hello, dear students. A very warm welcome to you all. Today, we are going to learn a new lesson from your Moments book. Lesson number 6, Weathering the Storm in Ersama. It is written by Harsh Mander. So, Harsh Mander is an activist and author of several books. He is the director of the Center for Equity Studies, a research organization based in New Delhi. He is also a social activist who works with survivors of mass violence and hunger, as well as homeless persons and street children. Mander is born on 17th April 1955 in Shillong. By profession, he is author, columnist, researcher, and a teacher. This story gives an account of the storm that hit the coastal town of Ersama in Odisha state in the year 1999. A young boy, Prashant, faced the fury of the storm and reached his village. The details of how he worked hard to help the villagers overcome the devastation caused by the storm inspires us to have courage and a positive approach towards life. The cyclone that hit Orissa, it killed thousands of people. For 2 days, Prashant was on the roof of a house, and on the third day, he decided to go back to his village. So let us see whether he found his family or not. On 27th October 1999, 7 years after his mother's death, Prashant had gone to the block headquarters in Ersama. Block means a group of many tehsils. So that is called as block. Headquarters means the main office. A small town in coastal Orissa, some 18 kilometers from his village, to spend the day with a friend. So on 27th October 1999, Prashad had gone to a town which is known as Ersama. His mother had died about 7 years ago. This town Ersama was situated in the coastal area of Orissa state. This was the headquarters for the block level administration. It was about 18 kilometers away from the village of Prashant. He had gone to Ersama to be with his friend for one day. In the evening, a dark and menacing storm quickly gathered. Winds beat against the houses with a speed and fury. Menacing means dangerous, that Prashant had never witnessed before. Fury means violent or excessive power with great strength. Witnessed means seen. In the evening, what happened? Dark clouds started appearing in the sky. Many clouds appeared, and it looked as if a storm was about to come. The speed of wind increased. Wind started striking the houses with great force. Prashant had never seen winds of such high speed and such extreme power. Heavy and incessant rain filled the darkness. Ancient trees were uprooted and crashed to earth. Screams rent the air as people and houses were swiftly washed away. Rent the air, meaning is filled the air. Swiftly means quickly. So now what happened? A rain of a great intensity was falling continuously. The old and fully grown trees, they were uprooted from their roots and they fell down. Shouts of people could be heard through the air. Shouts of people could be heard through the air. See, each and every person was shouting because of fear. Very soon, the quantity and force of water increased. Several houses were damaged due to water, and many were taken away by the water. The angry waters swirled into the friend's house neck deep. The building was of brick and mortar and was strong enough to survive the devastation of the wind's velocity of 350 km per hour. Now, swirled means moved with a rotating action, and devastation means destruction. So water entered into the houses of Prashant's friend. Water entered into the house of Prashant's friend. The force of water was very high that it was rotating about itself. Water level was up to the neck. Now the speed of the wind was 350 kilometers per hour. Now walls of the house of Prashant's friend, they were made of bricks and mortar. Therefore, even high speed wind could not cause any damage to the walls. It was a pakka house, and therefore the high speed of wind did not damage their house. But the cold terror of the family grew with crashing of trees that had got uprooted and fallen on their house sometime in the middle of the night, damaging its roof and walls. Now, cold terror means very strong terror. Now, the Prashant's friend's family was very much terrified. They were afraid. This terror, this fear grew more when a tree fell on the roof of their house. So at that time it was almost midnight. The tree damaged the roof and the walls of the house. The crazed destruction wrought by the cyclone and the surge of the ocean continued for the next 36 hours, although wind speeds had reduced somewhat by the next morning. Crazed means severe. Destruction means damage. Wrought means caused. And surge means a rise or increase. So the cyclone, it caused severe damage. The water level of ocean continued to be at the increased level. The water level of ocean, it increased, and both these things continued for next 36 hours. Means for 36 hours the water level was increased and there was a cyclone. However, the speed of wind had reduced to some extent by the next morning. So, by the next morning, the speed of the wind had reduced for some extent. To escape the waters rising in the house, Prashant and his friend's family had taken refuge on the roof. Prashant will never forget the shock he experienced at his first glimpse of the devastation wrought by the super cyclone in the grey light of the early morning. Refuge means shelter. So, taken refuge on the roof means taken shelter on the roof to save their life. Glimpse means seen or sight. Grey light of morning means early morning. So, to save their life from the rising level of water, Prashant and his whole family of his friend, they shifted to the roof of the house. Early morning, Prashant saw damage caused by the cyclone, by the super cyclone. So he will never forget the scene of this destruction. A raging, deadly brown sheet of water covered everything as far as the eye could see. Only fractured cement houses still stood in a few places. Blotted animal carcasses and human corpses floated in every direction. Raging means stormy, strong, violent. Deadly means dangerous. Fractured here means broken. Blotted means swollen. Carcasses means dead bodies of animals. And corpse means dead bodies of human beings. Now, water was still moving violently. The water was of brown color and it was spread all over the area. So, whole area was under water. So everywhere, wherever they could see, everywhere there was water. Only at some places a few broken houses could be seen. The swollen dead bodies of animals were floating in the water. Dead bodies of human beings were also floating on water. Now here the author, he wants to say that the water had spread all over the area and most of the houses were washed away. There was loss of animal and human life. All round, even huge old trees had fallen. 2 coconut trees had fallen on the roof of their house. This was a blessing in disguise because the tender coconuts from the trees kept their trapped family from starving in the several days that followed. Blessing in disguise means something good in the times of difficulties. Now they were facing the storm and something it was a very difficult time for them, and at that time something good happened. So that is blessing in disguise. Tender means not ripe and trapped means enclosed. So in the whole area many trees had fallen and two coconut trees had fallen on the roof of his friend's house. Whose friend's house? Prashant's friend's house. So during that difficult situation, these trees helped them a lot. So at that time, there was no food for them for 36 hours. So these coconut trees helped them a lot. There were some tender coconuts on these trees. So for many days after the storm, these were the only food for the family. For the next 2 days, Prashant sat huddled with his friend's family in the open on the rooftop. They froze in the cold and incessant rain. The rain water washed away Prashant's tears. Huddled means sat close to each other in a group. So for next 2 days, what happened? Prashant and the family of his friend, they were sitting together on the roof of the house. They were feeling very cold because of the wind and continuous rain. Prashant was crying. His tears got mixed with the rain water which was falling on his face. So he could not differentiate between the rainwater and his tears. The only thought that flashed through his mind was whether his family had survived the fury of the super cyclone. Was he to be bereaved once again? So flashed through his mind means came to his mind. And bereaved means tolerate death of a member of a family. Only one thought was coming to the mind of Prashant. There was only one thought in his mind. He wanted to know whether his family in his village was safe or not. He wanted to know if all members of his family were alive in this storm, or else he will have to once again tolerate death of members of his family. Now once again tolerate, why? Because earlier his mother had died, which is given in the first para itself. So that time also he had to bear that, he had to tolerate that loss, death of his mother. So he thought once again whether he had to tolerate the death of members of his family or what. 2 days later, which seemed to Prashant like 2 years, the rain ceased and the rain waters slowly began to recede. Prashant was determined to seek out his family without further delay. Now, ceased means stopped. Recede, to go back, to reduce the level. And seek out means to search or to find out. So after 2 days, rain stopped. Water level gradually started decreasing, reducing. These 2 days were equal to 2 years to Prashant. Prashant wanted to search and to know about the members of his family. He wanted to do this work immediately. He wanted to meet his family immediately. But the situation was still dangerous, and his friend's family pleaded with Prashant to stay back a little while longer. But Prashant knew he had to go. Pleaded means requested. Stay back means to be where one is, to stay there where you are, that is stay back. And little while longer means for some more time. Now the situation was still dangerous even after 2 days. So the family of his friend requested Prashant to stay at Ersama for some more time, but Prashant was determined to go. Now you can relate this story with your own story. This year also we suffered from flood, and there were heavy rain, and everywhere there was water, isn't it? So now let's see what happens, whether Prashant goes to his to meet his family, or he stays at his friend's house. So that will be continued in the next video. Till then, thank you.